What's up, everybody? It's your boy Tom here with Tom Ria Sports, and we're back. It's our weekly NFL spread picks for Week 6. Coming off a tough Week 5, looking to bounce back strong. It's going to be a weird week. A lot of 1 o'clock games today, and then 2 Monday night games, so going to have a lot of action going on. Just kicking us off is the Texans and the Titans. Titans 3.5-point favorites at home. Titans coming off a big win against Buffalo last Tuesday, interestingly enough, so a little bit of a short week for them, but I think they covered a 3.5-point spread. This is clearly one of the better teams in football, and the Texans are just the opposite, so Titans win there. Bengals, Colts 7.5-point favorites at home. You would think they should cover that. I don't know. I mean, I've been up and down on the Bengals. They're 1-3-1, so I'm going to take the Colts to win and cover the 7.5-point spread, a little bit reluctantly, but we're going to go with them there. Falcons, Vikings 3.5-point favorites now at home. This one's a tough one, but I like teams after they fire their coach. They usually play well, so I'm going to give the Falcons a slight edge. I think they cover that spread. I think they lose by less than 3, or by 3 or less, I think Vikings still win the game, but it'll be a close one. Broncos, Patriots. Looks like Cam Newton's going to play. I think Gilmore's going to play also. Patriots 7.5-point favorites at home. Broncos, no Melvin Gordon. They're banged up all around. No Noah Fant. Locke's questionable, but I think he is going to play. I think Bill Belichick eats him up, and they win easily. They win that game by more than 8. Washington heading to New York to take on the Giants. This was 2.5. Now it's dropped to 1, so it's basically a pick 'em. To me, I think it's the Giants. I'm going to go with the Giants again here. I went against them last week. They played well, but just lost. They've played pretty well most of the season. Washington's going with, I believe, Kyle Allen again, and he didn't look too bad, but I think the Giants' defense is, again, much better than people think. I think if their offense can just get some life going, I think they win this game, so I'm picking them to cover. Ravens, Eagles. Ravens 10-point favorites on the road. Eagles, again, just so many injuries, not many weapons. I think the Ravens D-line destroys the Eagles O-line, and I think the the Ravens cover the 10-point spread. Browns, Steelers. Steelers 3-point favorites at home. This should be a really good game, really interesting game. Couple division rivals. See if the Browns are really about that life, so to speak. I'm going to take the Steelers to cover here. I'm going to take them to cover to 3. I think they actually win pretty handily. I think Baker struggles. Steelers win. Bears, Panthers, another pick'em game. Carolina, 1-point favorites at home. I'm taking the Bears. I think the D-line gives Bridgewater a little bit of trouble. I think the Foles gets enough plays in, and the Bears win the game. Lions, Jaguars. Lions, 3-point favorites on the road. Another kind of tough game to pick a little bit just because it's two untrustworthy teams. I'm going to go ahead and take the Lions to cover here and get a road win. The first 4 o'clock game of the evening is Jets-Dolphins. Dolphins 8.5-point favorites at home. Again, a little reluctant here, but I believe Darnold is out, so I'm going to take the Dolphins to cover the 8.5-point spread and improve to 3-3. The big game, maybe the biggest game of the week, is the Packers heading to Tampa to take on the Buccaneers. Another pick 'em. I'm going to take Green Bay to cover here. I think the Buccaneers are good, but they're still got to work some things out. I think Jair Alexander is going to shut down Mike Evans. I do think Godwin's playing, so that'll help, but I'm going to take the Packers to cover and win the game. And then the Rams 49ers. Rams are 2.5-point favorites on the road. I think that's a little bit low. I actually think the Rams win by more than 3, and they get another road win to go to 5-1. First Monday night game, a 5 o'clock game, a rare 5 o'clock game. Chiefs, Bills. Chiefs are 5-point favorites in Buffalo. This one again's a little bit tough, but I think Mahomes picks that defense apart, especially the way you saw Tannehill do it last week. I think the Chiefs win. They improve to 5-1, and they cover the 5-point spread. And the final game of the week, Arizona heading to Dallas to take on the Andy Dalton-led Cowboys. 1-point favorites are Arizona, and I'm going to go with them. They seem like the safe pick here. As long as their defense can play decent, I think Kyler Murray will have a big game along with Hopkins, and the Cardinals win on the road. So that's all of our picks for Week 6. Again, we'll always be back with a recap, usually Wednesday, and then we'll give you our Thursday night pick as well. Thanks for watching, everybody. Take care.